Hello and welcome to lesson 17. And today we're talking about holidays, which is fantastic because I am on holiday. Look at this. I'm going to take you on a tour, okay? We're going to go on a tour. So just stay there and relax. Look at this beautiful place. Can you see the lovely fire? Can you see the fire there? And some beautiful furniture. And look at the lovely window. And now I'm going to take you. Look at this lovely kitchen here, look. It's so big. Now we're going to go outside. Open the door and look. Look at this beautiful place, look. And it's very, very quiet. So nice. And look, when you go through here, look at this beautiful little garden. Can you see? And look at the beautiful window. And can you see the fire in the living room? Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to go back because it's very cold. Look at the wood, look. Oh, okay. Let me close the door. And, okay. Now we can begin our class. Let me just prepare. Okay, so today, yes, we are talking about holidays, which is fantastic because I am on holiday. I am staying in my friend's house in a village in France, just for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days. So let's begin the lesson. Okay, do you remember at the beginning I said, shall we go on a tour? That is something we do a lot on holiday. You can go on a tour of a church, you can go on a tour of a historical monument, you can go on a tour of somebody's beautiful house in a French village. Okay, let's see what you remember. So I said these sentences. So I said, I am, what's the preposition? Yes, on holiday. I am on holiday. Okay, notice it's on holiday, not on holidays. Okay, I am, verb. Yes, I am staying at a friend's house. And the next one, I am in a. Am I in a city? Am I in a town? No, I'm in a village in France. Okay, it's really beautiful and quiet. Beautiful and quiet. Peaceful. Not like Barcelona. It's quite cold because it's November. Okay, and now I will put the answers. Let me have a look. Here we go. Here's the answers. I'm on holiday. I'm staying at a friend's house. I'm in a village in France. It's really beautiful and quiet, and it's quite cold because it's November. Now, notice in these sentences, I'm talking in the present because I'm on holiday now. But when we talk about holidays, normally we talk a lot about holidays in the future or holidays in the past. So first of all, we're going to look at some typical questions and some typical vocabulary we use when talking about holidays. Okay, so are you ready? So we're talking about holidays and future tenses, but also we will look at questions like this, which is in the past, when we're talking about holidays in the past, okay? So, where did you go? Where did you go? Remember the pronunciation. Where did you go? Where did you go? I went to the beach. I went to the mountains. I went to Paris. I went to Rome. I went on a tour around Europe, or I went skiing. Notice the pronunciation. You've got went to, we say went to. Okay, listen again because it is important. Listen and then pause the video and try repeating the sentences. Read the sentences 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, okay? Until you get the pronunciation, and that way the grammar kind of goes naturally into your brain. Hopefully. Okay, so have a look again at the sentences. So we've got, I went to the beach, I went to the mountains, I went to Paris, I went to Rome, I went on a tour around Europe, and I went skiing. Notice went to skiing? No, because it's go plus ing. To go skiing, go running. Do you remember when we did sports and entertainment? Oh, a long, long time ago. Okay, anyway, let's continue with the lesson. Okay, so this question is where did you go? Notice the different types of places you can go on holiday. So to the beach, to the mountains, to cities, on a tour, or as I said, an activity like skiing. Okay, now a question related to accommodation. Accommodation is the place that you stay. So for example, now I am here in my friend's house. My friend has a fantastic house, okay? So where did you stay? In a hotel, and in a hotel you can stay full board or half board. What does that mean, full board or half board? Quite often when you're booking a holiday on the computer, they ask this question, do you want full board or half board? Full board is you sleep at the hotel and you have breakfast, you have lunch, and you have dinner at the hotel. And half board usually is you sleep and you have breakfast, and sometimes dinner, it depends, okay? So when you stay in a hotel, there are different types of choices in a hotel, and sometimes in a hotel you don't get breakfast, but usually yes. Okay, so other types of accommodation. Got, like me, at a friend's house in a B&B. B&B. Do you know what B&B is? Yes, it's bed and breakfast. Bed and breakfast. Bed and breakfast, okay? So very practical. Usually bed and breakfast are like small hotels, okay? Sometimes you only have 1 or 2 rooms, or sometimes 3 rooms. So generally smaller than hotels. Okay, and then you also have self-catering accommodation. Self-catering accommodation is, for example, when you have accommodation like an apartment or a house or a cottage or a caravan, where you stay in the accommodation and you cook. Okay, so you cook, it's like going from your home to a different home. So you stay in the accommodation and you cook and everything. It's your responsibility. Okay. Quite good for families because it's not as expensive as staying in a hotel, usually. It depends. It depends, of course. Everything depends, but usually no. Okay, and let's have a look. You can stay in a campsite. Notice you can stay in a hotel or at a hotel, in a bed and breakfast, at a bed and breakfast, in self-catering accommodation or at self-catering accommodation, and in a campsite and at a campsite. Campsite is when you stay in a tent. Yes, usually a tent, and it's usually not expensive, although, of course, it depends. I mean, with holidays, everything depends on the country, on the location, on the time of year. For example, in Europe, it's much more expensive to go on holiday in August. August is very expensive. January, February, March is not as expensive. Okay, right, now back to our lesson. Okay, travel arrangements. So, for example, travel arrangements. How did Natalie get to France? What do you think? What do you think? Did I come by plane, by bus, or by coach? Coach in British English has two meanings. You have the coach, the trainer of a sports team, and you have coach, which is a bus that goes long distance. Okay, a long distance bus is often called a coach. For example, in London, the coach station is called Victoria Coach Station, not Victoria Bus Station. Well, bus station would be for short journeys. Okay. Okay, so by bus or by coach or by train or by car, by bike? No, definitely not. Or by taxi. What do you think? Yes, I came by train and then for a little bit by car. Why? Because I came by train and a friend picked me up at the station because you can't get here by public transport. It's impossible. And in fact, at the moment, I don't have a car. I have a bicycle, but I don't have a car because in Barcelona, it's not very necessary because the public transport system is very, very good. Okay, so there we are. Just some things. Remember the preposition with transport. I came by train, by plane, by bus, by coach, etc. Also, picked me up. What's this? You know? Yes, it's a phrasal verb. It's a phrasal verb. Pick up. Okay? It means to collect somebody, usually by car, not always. You can pick your children up from school. You can pick a friend up from the airport. Okay, so we use this phrasal verb a lot. Okay, and the last thing is get here. Use the verb get. It has lots of different meanings, but one meaning is to arrive. Okay, so in this case, it's like, how did you arrive in this place? All right, so now it's your turn. So I want you to think about your last holiday. Where did you go? How did you get there? And where did you stay? We'll start by I went to, I went by, I stayed in a, or I stayed at a. Okay, so stop the video and answer these questions. Okay, very good. Now, we are going to look at the context of holidays, but this time not past holidays, but future holidays, because in this lesson we review future. Okay, so just have a look at these questions and think, what are the answers to these questions? Okay, here we go. Where are you going? How are you getting there? Notice we've got the verb get again. And where are you staying? Now, what tense are these? Yes, they're in present continuous. Why? Because we're talking about future plans. Okay. And also, how long are you there for? How long? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 10 days. Okay. And who are you going with? Who are you going with? Right, so I'm going to put some answers, but there's a word missing. So have a look, and what word goes in the gaps? Okay, so where are you going? We're going to Paris. How are you getting there? By car. Where are you staying? At a hotel or in a hotel? How long are you there for? For 2 weeks. Notice pronunciation. For 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. Who are you going with? With my family. Okay, so here you have the answers. Okay, now you know that I am in a French village and at my friend's house. So I'm going to tell you some of my plans for my holiday whilst I'm here, okay? So have a look at some of my plans. So, holiday plans. After lunch, I'm going to go for a walk. I'll probably have a siesta. Yes, very important. Short sleep. I'm going to walk around the village. And I'm going to go to bed early tonight. We went to bed very late last night, yes. Okay, so, sorry, let me just... Right, so just have a look at some of the language in these sentences. First of all, let's have a look at I'll probably have. Do you remember we use will, talking about predictions or probabilities for the future? So yeah, I'll probably have a siesta. I don't know, but probably. I hope so. Okay. Also, other language, look, I'm going to go for a walk. Notice it's not I'm walking, no, I'm going to go for a walk. Here we've got going to. You've got a whole phrase. We refer to this future as future going to. Why? Because we always have going to, although you have the verb to be and the infinitive. Okay, so you've got I am going and then to go, the infinitive. Here we've got another example. I'm going to walk around the village. I'm going to go to bed early. Okay, so this is future going to. Okay, so you've got the subject, I, for example, be plus going to plus infinitive. And here you have 3 examples. I'm going to have a siesta. Barça are going to win the Champions League, of course. They're the best team. No, I don't know. Okay, all right, so you've got, I'm going to have a siesta. Now, you will often see, we use this a lot, okay? Sometimes we use it for plans, but when they're not 100%, or we use it for intentions, like things you really want to do in the future. This can be the future now or the future next year. It's not just things near now. No, it can be anything. It's more about your intention to do something. Not your plan, but your intention. Okay, so here it is used for future intentions and predictions. And here you have the table. You can stop the video and write it down. Here I've just put verb, but it could be I am going to have a siesta. You are going to go to bed early. He is going to buy some bread. We are going to have a fantastic holiday. They are going to book their holiday in January. Okay, and then again, of course, because you're using the verb to be and the subject, you can use the contractions. Okay, I'm going, you're going, it's going, we're going, they're going. Okay, now one thing, notice you have going to in all the persons, right? All the different conjugations. So often going to is contracted to gonna. You can hear this in songs. Often if you look at the lyrics of the songs, you will see, I'm gonna be your baby, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It's grammatically incorrect to write gonna, but in informal English, we use it a lot. But I don't recommend you write gonna in an exam or in a formal email. No, because in theory, it's incorrect. Okay? But we say gonna. Okay. So listen to songs. If you put in Google songs with gonna, you will find a lot of songs. Okay, so just to continue with the grammar, here is the infirmative. Don't forget the verb to be. Often people forget, they say, I gonna go to, no, I'm gonna go. It sounds wrong. Okay, so it's important, don't forget the verb to be. So here you've got the infirmative with contractions, and here you've got the negative with contractions, okay? So notice with the negative, just add not. Okay, so look, you've got affirmative and negative. Okay, now let's have a look at some questions now with going to. Let's have a look at the questions. So remember, with questions with the verb to be, we take, for example, I am rich. To make a question, you take these and you change them, move the position. It's the same with going to. Okay, so have a look at the examples, okay? So you've got the be and the subject, be and the subject. Okay, so are you going to have a siesta, or are you gonna have a siesta? Is it going to rain, or is it gonna rain? Gonna rain? Is the train going to arrive late, or is the train gonna arrive late? Are Manchester United going to win, or are Manchester United gonna win? Okay. All right, and here are the short answers. So, am I gonna go to France? Yes, I am. Or no, I'm not. Remember, you use in the short answers, you use the verb to be as part of the contraction, the corresponding. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do, do you notice I say it a lot? This is a future intention. Okay, now I'm going to do a listening, all right? So just listen and relax and try to understand as much as possible, okay? Don't worry, you will have the opportunity to see the text when I finish, okay? All right, so one moment, please. Just have to do this. Okay. Sorry, no. Okay. Right, are you ready? Okay. For my next holiday, well, I don't know if it's a holiday exactly, because I'm going to England to visit my parents. We are staying with my parents, and I am going to see my brother, my sister-in-law, and my 3 nephews. We are going to celebrate Christmas. On the 25th, I am cooking a big turkey. And on the 26th, we are going to my brother's house for lunch. It's going to be great to see my family. All right, now let's have a look at some questions. See if you can answer these questions, okay? Here are the questions. Where is Natalie going for her next holiday? Why does she say it's not exactly a holiday? Where is she staying? And what's she going to do on her holiday? Okay, let's have a look at the text. So listen and read. For my next holiday, well, I don't know if it is a holiday exactly. I am going to England to visit my parents. We are staying with my parents, and I am going to see my brother, my sister-in-law, and my 3 nephews. We are going to celebrate Christmas. On the 25th, I am cooking a big turkey, and on the 26th, we are going to my brother's house for lunch. It's going to be great to see my family. Okay, so let's go back to the questions. And we say, where is Natalie going for her next holiday? Yes, I'm going to see my family in London, in England. Why does she say it's not exactly a holiday? Yes, because I'm going to see family. It's not like going to a hotel, for example. And where is she staying? Yes, at her parents' house. So I'm staying at my parents' house. And what's she going to do on her holiday? Well, I'm going to see my brother. I'm going to see my sister-in-law, my nephews. We're we're gonna celebrate Christmas. Yes. Okay. Right. Now we're going to look at the text and just look at some of the language that I used. Okay? So here we go. Nearly finished. Don't worry. Okay, so here, first one. I'm going to England. This is not future going to because it has no verb at the end. It's so you can't say gonna here, no, because it's not future going to, no. So I am going, present continuous. Why? Because it's a fixed plan for the future. Okay, we are staying, again, present continuous, fixed plan for the future. I am going to see, I'm going to see. Here, yes, here you can say I am going to see or I'm going to see because it's future going to. We are going to celebrate Christmas. Now here, you could say we are celebrating Christmas or we are going to celebrate Christmas. Really, in this case, going to or present continuous, both are possible because both are plans, okay? On the 25th, I am cooking. Oh dear. I am cooking a big turkey, present continuous for a future plan, unfortunately. Okay, and we are going, again, this is present continuous. It's not future going to because it has no verb. Okay, we're going to my brother's house for lunch. And the last one, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Gonna. Okay. All right. So lots of language. Now it's your turn. Okay. So now I want you to write or talk about your last holiday and your next holiday. Because after this lesson, you can talk about a holiday in the past and practice your verbs in the past. And you can talk about your next holiday if you have a holiday, an idea for a holiday. And remember, you can use will with probably or predictions. You can use going to for quite sure predictions and for intentions. And you can use present continuous for future plans, okay? And don't forget might. Remember, might, I might do this, I might do that. I don't know. So don't forget might, okay? All right. And so that is the end of the lesson. It was a lot of information. How fantastic. Look at my fantastic fire. Well, I think the fire needs some attention. Okay, so here we go. These are the things we did in the lesson, talking about holidays, accommodation, places and transport, talking about future intentions with going to, and we reviewed a little bit present continuous and will. Okay, so now I'm going to put some wood on the fire and I'm gonna make some lunch And then I'm going to go for a walk, and then I'm going to have a siesta. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. See you in the next lesson. Bye.